Okay. This is I mean, I'm probably not going to be on here long. I don't want to be live streaming when Chris comes back because I don't know. He went to the store to get some stuff, and I already told him I didn't want to go. Um, I did a live stream earlier, and the reason why I titled this one, Where's the Compromise? Is because I'm currently searching for a compromise that I can present to my mother in a realistic, plausible way. I don't know, a contract of sorts, or I just don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle the situation. First and foremost, and this is why I only had subs to be able to view this, um, or whatever, but public can see it. So no haters, please. Trolls, just don't even bother commenting in my chat. Because I don't need it. I don't need the SHIT from anyone. So um, I did some magic a while back. I don't really put a timetable on it because once I cast the magic, it's going to happen in its own time. When it's meant to be the right time or what have you. But I put the intent out there, and so on and so on. So I did at least take part. I can't really say how big or small, but I took a decent part in helping Mom and Jim get the current house that they're now living in. And there is an attic, like there's two sections upstairs that is considered attic space. The first section that you see when you go through the door that opens that room is Mom's already got a lot of her stuff sitting up there, until she's had a chance to sort through it. I guess maybe one way to help her do that, since she don't want to climb the steps and she's afraid to, if I could go up there and write down everything that she has, describe the container that it's in, and see if there's particulars that she wants me to bring down or whatever. But the compromise I'm looking for is the section of, because there's a two part, like I said, there's 2-part section, and the second section is, it's got an east facing window. It's not a very big area, really. I've got a couple chairs up there, a couple of my tables, and I go up there sometimes to just chill out and have some time to myself. I go up there sometimes to meditate. I go up there to relax. I go up there to keep protection around the new house so that nobody gets hurt. And I never ask for any payment, because to me it's not right. They say you shouldn't ask for money when you use the gift. So I try not to. And that's why I guess I'm a little leery about having people pay me to do tarot readings, and just stick with donations welcome and appreciated. So if somebody wants to put a handful of change in there, if they want to put a 20 in there, a couple of ones, a 5, whatever, that's what I feel is most plausible, because I'm not asking for a particular amount of money. I'm just asking that my services be appreciated, right? Fair enough, right? So that's kind of what my thought is of, I wanted this one little section in Mom's attic, which only a few of you have been able to see. Holly, I don't, if you see this later, I don't know if you have seen any of the footage that, yeah, you have. You've seen some of the footage. It was me, Steffi, and Brooke. We were all up there in the attic when I was crushing on Colin. And so you did see some of it, but you know the section I'm talking about. So there's subs on here that have never met me face to wait. I mean, some of them may be people I don't know. I can't clarify that, but some of them I know, or at least possibly people I've never met face to face. Maybe they just know me from the vlogs. I don't know, but a lot of them, so very few have seen it, unless somebody subbed to my channel and when I'm doing a live stream. Anyway, So, I go up there to kind of have quiet time, me time, when I need a break from the apartment building and the apartment and Chris, because this isn't my apartment anymore. I have to share it with him, and I have issues with that, but that's for another time. Where is the compromise? How can I talk to my mom, who is about to take this little prayer closet, is what I call it, away from me after all I did, however great or small. Like I said, I'm not trying to be egotistical, or I'm not trying to strut my stuff or no BS like that. That's not me. But she gets mad at me every time I go up there to spend time. She's too terrified to climb the steps herself. Maybe if she could come up there and be a part of what was going on, it wouldn't be such an issue. But I know my mom, she's not going to be wanting to go up them steps by herself. She's too afraid. And even if there was a person in front of her and in back of her, she would probably still be afraid to go up the steps. The steps are very narrow. The passage, I mean, like when I'm walking up the steps, I can put my arms out just the slightest little bit and I can get myself up there, no problem. It doesn't scare me. I'm not afraid of a flight of steps. But you do have to be careful, especially coming down, because, if you step wrong, you could go tumbling and it could be bad. So she makes me feel like I'm asking too much by asking for just leave this section alone. Don't put anything in here. Just let me use it for the handful of comforts that I have, that I bring from home, that I can't enjoy at home, like my big blue dragon that I have that I paid $40 for, because if I bring it over here, I would be afraid that the cats would destroy it, or it would start looking nasty and icky because of all the nicotine stains from all Chris's damn smoking. So, it was either the cats possibly destroying it, puking on it, scratching it up, peeing on it, pooping on it. It's a $40 item, okay? I mean, I might as well put $40 down on the floor and just tell them, go ahead, pee on it, poop on it, do whatever. Because that's what it would be like if I let them destroy this blue dragon. So where is the compromise? How can I present to her and ask her without feeling like public enemy number one and like I'm some criminal? It's like, Mom, do you think that I'm up there snooping in your stuff or something? Do you think I'm going to steal something from you? Because newsflash, I don't do that. Okay? I'm not Naomi. I'm not Carl. Quit treating me like that. You told me yourself that I was the last child that you really consider you have, and you can't give me that one little section. You got to make a fuss about it, and you get mad at me every time I want to go up there, even after I spent 5 hours helping you sort through some boxes of your stuff, and now you want to put those very boxes up there in the space that I'm asking you not to put them in. But I'm the bad guy. It's her house. I have no say. I have no right. Well, I feel like I should at least, be given that one little thing that I'm not abusing. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not conjuring demons up there, for God's sake. Where's the compromise? How would I even approach her with this? And Brooke, honey, if you see this later, I didn't tell you about this one because, I mean, let's face it, it's after 8 here. It's like after 1 where you are. I understood what you were saying earlier in the other live stream, and I'm not saying anything you said was wrong or inappropriate. It was very much right, but all I was simply trying to do, and a very poor job of it apparently, is I was trying to verbally express my discontent that she gets so mad at me just because I go up there to have some time to myself. I smoke my pagan mix up there, yes, but I have a bottle of Febreze up there, and I spray the Febreze every time I exhale the smoke because the herbs stink. And I don't want it drifting down to Mom and them and then thinking, and they're, thinking the worst. I'm not going to stand out on a porch freezing my butt off in the middle of winter to smoke and then have somebody else come up and get nosy and think I'm doing something wrong when I'm not. Okay? So yeah, I'm a little angry, and maybe I'm inappropriate for doing so or feeling that way. But I feel like I have the right to express my feelings. I'm not trying to be the bad guy. I'm not trying to diss on my mother or talk badly about her or anything like that. But All I'm asking is that one little space. I am not moving in there. I'm not trying to move in there. I've already decided that I dare not take a single one more single thing up there, because then that's probably what she's going to think. I am not, I mean, I know that Stephanie is only going to be there for a short time. She's only going to be there until probably sometime in the spring. She's got a job now. She's going to try to start saving back some money. She's going to be getting her first check on the 28th, but mom's going to expect money from her. And, you know, even if she gave mom $20, mom, it probably wouldn't be good enough. And if she's only getting like $100 check, mom would expect her to give her at least half of it. It's like, oh, thanks, mom. So you expect me to live on $50 for 2 weeks, and I can't do it, because get out of the 30s. This is 2022, and you can't live on $50 a week for 2 weeks. I mean, heck, I'm you know, struggling financially as well. We all are, or a lot of us are. You know, we don't have a bunch of money that we can just start flipping around everywhere. I am very hurt. I guess, you know, maybe I'm wrong for feeling hurt, but I feel like she doesn't want me to have anything, that's totally her house, and that I just assumed it would be okay, you know, if I had that one little section up there, you know. And I don't know, maybe I should have asked her. Maybe I should approach it that way and say, Mom, is it okay? I didn't mean to come across like, you know, I have just as much right up there as Jim does, who has a bedroom there. Because, you know, you go through his bedroom to get to the door to get into my little prayer closet. So why am I feeling like I'm the bad guy here when I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong? I mean, maybe the next time I go over there, I'll just talk to her about it, because I did say, and I won't repeat it, but it was just a verbal expression of just how deeply hurt I am this time, that she reacts the way she did, and that she makes me feel like she doesn't appreciate anything that anyone does for her. I get paid tomorrow. I get my check tomorrow. I was going to go get her a little female bird and get her another cage, because her yellow bird died. That was her female. And now her male bird is all alone. And parakeets are very social little critters. And bless them, you know, they need at least one other little friend in the cage with them. And I'm afraid that if you put two males in there together, they might hurt each other. If you put a male and female in there and the female's healthy enough, you might have babies. Mom has had parakeet babies before, and they grew up, I think, you know, fully grown, and I don't even remember how many it was. And my brother didn't like their constant squawking, so he would squirt them with water, and she had to basically get rid of all of her birds. And I didn't think that was right. She should not have been placed in a position like that. So I'm trying to find the right way, the most unhurtful way, the most compromising, plausible, realistic way that I can talk to my mom and see if she would be willing to compromise with me, and if we can stop making this an issue about me having that one little section up there. I won't bring anything else in there. You know, and if she's really dead set on wanting to know what's going on up there, I'll have the video camera running the entire time so she can see for herself that I'm not doing anything wrong up there. You know, I've got a heater up there for when I spend the night. I've only done that once so far. I have my air mattress up there. I didn't see the point of deflating it just because I'm not using it. It's far easier for me to keep it inflated, because I never know when an emergency may arise where I am required to spend the night over there, because, well, like during the weekday, you know, we try not to have mom over there by herself too much, because it makes her afraid. She's had an episode recently, but that was some trauma and stress that finally just, you know, came out, and it really scared her. She woke up. She didn't know where she was. It was like 3:00 in the morning. She didn't recognize her room. She didn't recognize she was in her room. She didn't even know how her clothes got there, why she was in the room. It was scary. Jim texted me that same day, later that day, and said, we kind of need your assistance for a while, Janet, because mom had a mental attack, a mind attack. And he described briefly what what I just said, that she was disoriented. She didn't know where she was, and it was scary. So we're pretty sure that, and I hope I'm wrong. Gods, please let me be wrong. That she may be developing Alzheimer's, because she's 90 years old and she forgets things. She repeats things a lot. I mean, heck, I do that, and I'm only 53. But she sits on that chair too much. She says that she's exercising, but she's really not. Stephanie really works hard at her job every day. She only has weekends off. And Stephanie already talked to me earlier today, and she said that mom wanted the boxes that that has this everything, all the boxes I helped her sort yesterday. She wants them all taken upstairs into the attic, and wants to be able to put them in the section that I'm in, which I asked her not to. But again, at the same time, it's her house, because I'm trying to keep very little up there as it is. And there's like, let's see, there's 3, 4, probably about half a dozen, and they're good sized boxes. That what I would try to do, and I'm hoping she'll be willing to be happy with, instead of making Stephanie do it today when she got home from work, because she said she wants them up there today. She wants the boxes taken up there today. And so I'm trying to give her living room back and trying to help her unpack. And every time we do any of the unpacking in the house, me and Stephanie and mom are giggling and laughing and joking and having a good time and just enjoying our time together. And then when I feel like, okay, I've busted my butt today and I did a lot for you, if it's okay, I would like to go sit upstairs for a little while and just have some me time. That's all. She thinks I'm trying to move in. She thinks that Toby's going to kick her out in the middle of winter because her and Jim are the only ones on the lease. So by that standard, even Stephanie shouldn't be there. But she's there, and I'm glad she's there, because at least it's a safe place. She's getting herself together. She's got a job. She's getting paid every 2 weeks or whatever. She's hopefully going to be training people soon, because she seems to feel like that's going to be her strong point, that she can do the best, be the goodest at, training people. So I hope that happens for her. But during the day, from whatever time Steffi goes into work in the morning until whatever time she can get herself home, she gets off at 2:30, but it could be like after 3 or 4 before she walks in the door, because she has a bad knee. I can certainly relate. I have my shares of aches and pains. I would do a poll about this, but I'm afraid to, because I don't want a bunch of people saying even more stuff and hurting me even more. I'm trying to be open and realistic about things. And I guess the only thing I can think of at this point is just to talk to her about it and ask her if it's okay. And it's like, Mom, it's like the only time that I would be spending the night here is if you asked me to, invited me to, or I asked you if I could spend the weekend or something, just to get a break from home, a break from Chris. And, I really love it up there. It's peaceful in my little space. I don't have to do anything in particular. I don't have to entertain anybody. Mostly I just sit up there and talk to my spirit family. I smoke my pagan mix to unwind a little bit and try to, make something positive out of my day. So Brooke, if you see this later, just please understand and know, sweetie, you and I are good. Okay. I'm not mad at you. I hope that you're not mad at me. I realize what I said in the live stream was very wrong and hurtful, and I never thought I would hear myself say such a thing, but I was merely trying to verbally express just how deep this hurts me, that Mom is, being this way about a small little thing. And I know a lot of it is she's old, she's set in her ways. And I mean, by the time, if I live to be 90, I'm probably going to be the same way. And I just can only apologize to my children now for when I become the grumpy old lady, the old bitch that nobody wants to be around. And I hate to say that about my mother, but she is a grumpy old biddy a lot of times, and she acts like a bitch. So I don't feel like I'm acting like one. I'm not attacking her. I'm not, trying to cause a problem. And I certainly would not have any interest in getting her kicked out of a beautiful home that I helped her to get into, at least in part. So it's a difficult thing for me, and I'm looking for support, I'm looking for encouragement and some positive ideas of how I can approach this. How I can talk to her about it, where the compromise is so that everybody is happy with the arrangement, and then we can just, go on like nothing ever happened. Um, and if I could afford to, go stay at a hotel for a weekend just by myself, I would do that, when I needed time to myself. But I don't have that kind of money, and I'm probably never going to have that kind of money. Not until I can get my paper that makes me legal, to completely and totally, so that I can perform legal marriages. And when that happens, I'm hoping that I will, be able to, advertise my services on here. I'll advertise it on Facebook as much as I can, even if it's just writing, what are your thoughts? And then I'll write down, hey, everybody, I can perform legal marriages now. So if there's anybody interested, and would like somebody to, you know, marry them, perform a wedding ceremony or a hand fasting or something, gay, straight, bi, it don't matter to me. I don't judge people. I'm open to, just about any type of religion. It'll give me some good experience as far as, performing ceremonies like that. And I can charge between $300 to $500 according to the book that I read that came in my kit that I got from there. Hang on. This should be interesting. It's Chris. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll come down and start helping you carry stuff up. All right. Bye. And now I'm going to have to go down and help him move stuff up here because he brought more than he probably should have. I'll be right back because I don't know how long it's going to take me to help lug this shit upstairs. I'm putting on my house slippers. Look out, baby. Look out, baby. Mommy don't want to kick anybody. That's not even fucking closed. That's just great.
What?
Hang on. Oh. This is not even closed proper. I don't know if the roaches would bother it, but I've already got a 6-pack in the fridge. Just one in. I rearrange stuff whatever way it goes. What are you gonna do? You come in, Val? I am not chasing your ass. Give me a minute. To catch my breath. Because I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be watching anything else or not.
Still got 409.
Get off, Roach. Well, like I said, I guess I'll try to meditate about it tonight and ask the cards maybe, what's the best way to approach the situation. And I think I'm just going to have to talk to Mom, and I'm live streaming, but nobody's on. It's going to be short though.
I got buttermilk waffles, regular waffles, Belgian waffles.
More stuff we need a microwave to cook.
No. Those are the ones that can be cooked in the toaster oven, too.
Okay. Well, the toaster oven that I'm almost afraid to even try to use because it's probably full of roaches.
I've been using it.
You haven't seen any?
Nope.
Good. That's a comfort at least. Another way to finally be able to have our breakfast sandwiches in the morning.
Actually, they don't have any instructions on how to fix them in the oven or
Really?
either regular oven or toaster oven. So I don't think we can do those. Neither those nor the burritos. Wait, no, we can do the burritos. They take 30 minutes.
Really? In a toaster oven?
In the regular oven. They don't say toaster oven.
Oh. Oh well. Like I said, I'll just meditate on it and talk to Mom and hopefully be able to work something out. So anybody that views this, Brooke, Holly, any of my other subs, please don't misunderstand me. I really am trying to think this through, and I'm trying to see it from all sides. And I'm just trying to find the most diplomatic way to approach it and go from there. And other than that, I honestly don't know what else to do. So, maybe even, try to do some kind of healing for myself, to help balance out my emotions so that I'm not being irrational, I guess is a good way to put it. It is her house. I'm not trying to step on any toes. I'm not trying to upset her. So the only thing left to me is just talk to her and see what we can work out, and hope we can work something out so I don't lose my precious prayer closet. And she stopped getting mad at me every time I want to go up there and spend some time by myself, because it's not always by myself. Sometimes if Stephanie feels up to it, she'll come up there with me. And, if Maria's there, she can come up there too. I mean, it's just, Mom doesn't like, she doesn't like magic and witchcraft and stuff like that being talked about. She doesn't like hearing a lot of the stuff that we discuss that we do like to talk about. And it's not like we're trying to diss on anybody or hurt anybody. We're just stating facts, like some of the stupid things we've done, some of the things that we didn't think through clearly before we jumped, feet first into a situation and then wondered why it went horribly wrong. But if maybe that's part of the approach, maybe I could say, Mom, look, I've told you this before, but I'll tell you again. Part of the reason why I like to go upstairs and have me time when it's just me here, and if Stephanie don't feel like walking up the steps, I'm not going to force her. If it was me and my knee was hurting, I wouldn't, I wouldn't want someone forcing me. She doesn't like me talking about magical stuff because she never knows when somebody from her church is going to walk in the door and they're going to be offended by it or something, I guess is what she's afraid is going to happen. I feel like, at least in part, a lot of it is just Mom she's developing irrational fears. Like Toby's going to throw her out in the middle of winter when he's the one that gave her the place, basically, let her and Jim move in. Not give it to him, but, they rent it from him. And Toby is their pastor at their church. So a lot of, what we discuss, Mom don't like to hear. And like she'll be rude and turn on the TV because she don't want to hear it. She only wants us talking about stuff that she likes and stuff that she approves of. But we can't. That's irrational of her, because it's not like we're disrespecting her in any way, in my opinion, by talking about the things we like to talk about that she don't want to hear. So what better way to keep the trouble down than to go upstairs? Go upstairs to the attic and talk about it there. Especially if it's getting late at night, and I figure, okay, I'm not sure like what time Jim goes to bed or anything like that. So I try to keep my voice down, but most of the time, Steffi has to go to bed at a certain time every night because she has to get up at a certain time every morning to catch the bus and get to work and all that. My day and night more becomes, am I going to keep witch hours tonight, or am I going to actually be able to get to bed at a more reasonable, sensible time, get plenty of sleep, and be able to get up and conquer the next day or do whatever? But I know tomorrow's going to be busy because it's a payday. As soon as my check comes in, and it's loaded on my card, I'm going to be out the door, getting the stuff done that I need to get done. And, I'm thinking about just going by myself tomorrow and just to have some time to myself and some time to further think through how to talk to Mom about this. Where's the compromise issue? So wish me luck, I guess. If nothing else, please try to give me some positive comments. If any of my subs see this, or any public people that can be decent about it and not, gang up on me and make me feel like I'm the bad guy, because I already feel like I'm the bad guy, but I'm not the bad guy here. It's just, I need another way to find other ways to express myself. If it's something that upsets me so much that it's going to make me cry and stop a live stream, then maybe I shouldn't do that live stream. Maybe I should just tell my subs, hey guys, I'm just having a really bad day today and I don't want to bring anyone else down. I love you all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for those that do watch, that have subbed. Thank you for no trolls coming into my vlogs, because I don't need any more people ganging up on me and telling me how irrational I'm being, when I don't think I'm the one being irrational, to the point that my mother is, that she's so afraid that Toby's going to come in there and walk in on a conversation where somebody's talking about magic or rituals or, witchcraft or whatever. And then, all HE double toothpicks is going to break loose. And then I'm going to have a heck of a mess on my hands that I will be responsible for. So I would rather avoid anything like that. So blessed be, and I guess I'll yammer at you guys next live stream. Peace. May the goddess ever bless us, and the God. Walk in love and light, joy, blessings, understanding. So mote it be.